Welcome to a day in the life. Pulling up to Shakertin's in Prosper, Texas. We're gonna do a quick consultation. I've already done it once. I have to come back out here right now a second time to show the other partner some samples and see if we can get this job closed. Stay tuned.
And you've had, that's what you're saying, you've had multiple venues use this, and they were getting this for glare, or they were getting, okay.
Like a lot of times they're like, you know, like the bartenders needed a lot and the customers right here, but a lot of times there's just like literally offices with computers along the windows.
Yeah.
And that's made a huge difference.
Got it.
For one, they can't see their computer screens right here.
Yeah.
You know, because they're like literally sitting on the glass. Like
Yeah.
even in downtown Dallas, I've done them, and they're super happy.
Yeah.
But when I was confident that would do it then, because I've done so many.
Well, this is definitely a lot easier as far as it goes up, and
That's it.
it's hands-free after that. You don't do anything to mess with it.
Yeah. So we just left Prosper, Texas. We're pulling up to McKinney, Texas right now. We're at Diesel Barbershop. They need some tint. He's interested in also looking at ceramic 35 samples. I'm about to show him. I'm gonna leave them with him so his landlord can approve it. Let's go check it out. So what I thought was bigger samples, we could even put a few up like here. I could even put like 4 of them on a section or something and leave them, and maybe the landlord could look at it.
Yeah, that's good, dude.
So if we just leave this with you. Yeah, no problem at all. Appreciate you.
Yesterday, she's already texted me this morning, so the one I didn't feel good about at all. She's asking some questions, so hopefully I asked her when a good time is we can discuss some more options, and waiting for her to reply so I can tell her to go over more options. Try to help her out, because her whole back house has nothing but ginormous glass, single pane glass and wood frames.
That'll make a huge difference.
Huge difference for them. But just waiting to hear back from her.
That always helps. That's what we were doing. I already been to both places we were just at, but I had to go back and meet another partner and then show samples again and then get approved by a landlord. And so second time out, but one scheduled, one is still waiting. He's going to go drive around and look at other jobs we did to see if he likes it. Yeah. And videos.
Yeah. It's just miserable going from the car to wherever you're going and then back to the car.
Yeah. No, it's hard to breathe. Like, I have to catch my breath once I'm in the air condition. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, but
every week you've seen me, my hair's just getting longer and longer because I haven't cut it. Eventually it's just going to be flowing.
Yeah, what are you going for?
Straight mullet.
Straight mullet?
Straight mullet, baby.
Alright, you good? And swipe this way from the middle over.
Do they hear you breathing whenever you're recording? Can you hear you breathing sometimes when you're editing the videos?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. I've always wondered that. Like,
If I breathe hard.
Because if I was recording, you would hear me breathing. Like Darth Vader.
Favorite car to work on? Man, like F-150s, F-250s, Chevy trucks.
So you like working on trucks?
Because I can fit in them.
Okay, cool.
I like BMWs a lot, though.
Yeah?
I do, yeah. I've tinted a lot of them. It's one of those things, like, it's a hard car to do, but I've tinted a bunch, so I know the little tricks and stuff. My mentor showed me how to do them, so.
How long have you been tinting?
Since on and off since '98.
About 24 years? 24 years.
I've been picking up cars all day.
Where at?
Mazda, town of Mazda. So, and then a couple from Gateway, but that's about it. It's supposed to be like 108, 110. Sunscreen's not working, so I'm just getting brown.
It's starting to get hotter in here too, right?
It is, man, it is.
Caliente.
Muy caliente. It's hot.
I wish I was sponsored by these guys.
Who?
Hydro Flask. Dude, this bottle cost me $40, but it's worth it
Why?
because it keeps it cold. Like this ice, I put it in like at 7 a.m. I still got ice in here. Icy cold. It's like I'm on a glacier.
It feels like a tall, cold Miller Lite. Ooh.
Now we're talking. I can go for one of them right now.
So what made you get into business for yourself?
You know, back in those days, and also in the window tint industry and small businesses in general, the people who own those stores, they really don't have any leadership skills. Very few really cared about people, and there was a lot of times where I'd go to work for very little amounts of money, and the owner would spend the money and not have the money to pay you when it was payday. And I really hated that. I mean, could you imagine going to work all week and then not being able to get paid until next week or maybe a couple weeks down the line? So that was one of the things. You know, there's a lot of things that in these small businesses, you see like people doing drugs and working on the cars doing drugs and drinking beer, and it's actually still common today, and I honestly have never got into that. I never liked it. So seeing that, it really turned me off from being around those type of environments. So I wanted to make a place where it was built and ran with integrity, because that's kind of how I was raised and what I believe in. And you know, I wanted to see people get paid. I wanted to see people, you know, grow. And I wanted it to be a clean place. So whenever I hired people in the past that would do that and were used to that, I told them that was unacceptable here. And usually it would weed them out. But that's kind of how I got to the point where I wanted to go on my own, because there's just a lot of not very good bosses. And I think that's an overall thing. So I wanted to build a place that people would love to come to work, and we're trying to do that today. And the other thing is, I've always been very motivated and ambitious. Even when I was a little kid, I wanted to have the best bicycle and things like that. So I'd push the lawnmower around the neighborhood, go to people's door and ask them if I could mow their yard for 20 bucks. I've always been selling stuff even since I was a little kid, and saving my money and buying my own, you know, things like upgrading my bicycle and stuff like that. And, you know, I think it's just something that's innate in me to be able to go on my own and take those risks and talk to people and make those sales. And, you know, that's kind of how I got started.
As always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and we'll see you guys next week.